Hello everyone. Today I am going to bake something very special for you. We're going to do a gluten-free and vegan apple pie. I'm getting a lot of requests for either vegan or gluten-free. I'm combining it together. And as I'm making it, we'll talk a little bit about the ingredients. I'm going to be using almond flours, and the butter that I'll be using it has different coconut oils and different things that it's made from. This is the first time I've used the almond flour. Before I've done it with rice flour. And the butter that I used before was made from olive oil. So this is first for both of us. So let's dig in and start making. So first, it's really you're following the same ingredients as doing any of the pies that I make, the pie crust. Here I'm going to put a cup and a half of the almond flour. I went and for some reason, I don't know if it's related to after the pandemic, I was not able to find the rice flour that I wanted, so I purchased some almond flour, and we'll see how it turns out together. And this is how you learn. You see, okay, let's try this, let's try that. How will it go? And here's the cup and a half of almond flour, and we need 2 tablespoons of sugar in here. I'm putting my dry ingredients together, and then after that, we need half a teaspoon of salt just to bring out the sweetness in the pie crust. And we'll just quickly mix it together here for a few seconds. There we go. Now I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of cold butter. Remember, it needs to be cold. And then after that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of Crisco. It's vegetable shortening, so to keep it vegan. And I have the wrong butter out, by the way. There we go. See, I'm glad I remembered and I looked. There we go. And also, so we need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. So we need to get to here. All right. So again, it's called vegan butter that I'm using here. And it's organic too. There we go. As you see, I'm just splitting it in there, and this is nice. Again, I've used before different one that was made from olive oil. This has like different coconut, palm oil, and things like this. It should all be fine. And mix and match ingredients. Don't worry about it. So if you want to do a gluten-free and if you want to do a gluten-free but you want to use regular butter, that's okay. That will work. Just remember, we need the butter to be cold for this to happen, for our crust to be the way we want it to be. And I've already put my 3 Crisco tablespoons in the refrigerator so I can have them cold as well. Now, if you forget to do that, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're not going to hurt it with the Crisco. So now we're going to cover it, get it ready, and then we'll need the quarter. Just washing my hands real quick. the quarter cup of water, cold water as well too. Let's get it ready here from the fridge. There we go, quarter cup. Okay, quick and easy. We're going to start the mixing. Pour it in slowly, remember, the water. There we go. Okay, it's mixed. Again, as I told you, I have never done it with almond flour, so it's something new for both of us. And now I'm going to move things out of the way here. I'm gonna get some saran wrap, just like I do with the regular pie. And there we go. And put it in here. And then we're going to, what I notice is with the almond flour, it's not going to be like the regular one. I could see it's really like really mushy. It's not flaky like the regular flour. The rice flour stays a little flakier. The almond flour is a little bit different. So we'll see how it goes. And now, after this is all taken out here, we're going to, there we go. I have stuff on my fingers. And see, look, it's almost like a wet dough. Interesting. Oh, it smells really nice. I like it. I really like it. So I'm going to put it in the fridge for a half hour. And in the meantime, while it's sitting in the fridge, then I'll start working on my apples. I'll show you how I peel my apples. I know you have it from other videos, but I'll show you again here how I peel it, chop it, and how the thickness that I like in the apples. Then we'll put together the sauce or the ingredients that we put inside the apple pie. Okay? Hello. Now I'm going to now I'm going to show you how I peel and cut my apples. I'm going to demonstrate just one apple from beginning to end. Let's do it that way real quick. I use the potato peeler, and I like to it just, you'll see why it makes things easier for me when I'm fully peeling the apple. I went one on top, two on the bottom here. It's again for apple pies, it's what takes the longest is working with the apples, but it's good because at the same time we are waiting on the dough to cool off in the fridge. And I purposely today, I've never, as I said, I've never done it with the almond flour. Let's see what happens together. And that gives us both the opportunity to try new things differently and how we need them. And again, you can make it vegan with the regular flour to use vegan butter. So now I'm going to cut it into fours and then coat it and then cut it. Here we go. I'm doing everything here on the side, so just so I could show you what I'm doing very quickly. There we go. Yeah, I like to take those all the inside pieces out. It's odd, even when it's cooking, there are some pieces inside that still don't cook very well if we don't take them out. There we go. Almost one apple done. Then I'll do the other three off camera so I don't bore you with how we're doing things. There we go. This is ready. And again, as I mentioned, I like to make mine thin. I don't know if these apples are in the way or the ball's in the way. There we go. You know, they're between an eighth. They're probably about an eighth of an inch, as you could see, the thickness. That way they can. Uh, when I don't like them. I like to taste the flavoring of the ingredients we're going to add in there. Uh, the apple will taste. You can still taste the apple, but I still like to taste other things than just taste. Than when I'm biting into an apple pie. I don't want to be biting into like a raw apple. Uh, I mean, I love the taste of raw apples. It's just uh, I like it when the pie differently. Okay, I'll continue doing the rest of the apples, and then we'll come back and put the ingredients together that we need to put in there. Now we're going to start mixing the various things that we're going to put with the apples to put inside the pie. So first we will start with the 2/3 cups of sugar, and then I'll mix the dry ingredients in there first, and then we add the wet ingredients. So let's add here. Here's a 1/3. Here's another 1/3. And now I'm going to add 7 tablespoons of cornstarch. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 7th tablespoon, look at that special measuring device I use. You tap on the can and you empty it in there. You know, you gotta have fun with while you're cooking there. And we're going to start mixing it here with the fork. And here in a minute, I'm going to add my 1 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. This measuring is half a teaspoon, so that's why you're seeing me adding more than, it looks like I'm adding more than one, but this is 1 1/4. And here, you know, you got to mix it well together. Just be careful not to mix it too fast, or you're going to have from the cornstarch flying there. See, look, if you go like this, I don't know if you could see the little bit of dust flying from the cornstarch. But it's fun, it's good. And now I'm going to add, I've already juiced it, but just 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and we will also add 1 tablespoon of water. This doesn't need to be cold, room temperature. It's not like when we're making the dough there. And now we want to mix them well together here. I'm going to start with the fork a little bit just to get them mixed up there. It'll become like a little paste there. The apples themselves are going to produce also more liquid when all these ingredients sit in there. And if you think about it, while I'm getting the pie crust ready in the pie plate, all these ingredients are also getting marinated with the apples. So it's important to do all these things in the steps that I follow. There is a science behind it. So go ahead and enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy how you're cooking things. And don't forget to you know, subscribe and share these videos with your family and friends, especially with these special baking dishes that you don't find everywhere. You know, it's almost like you kind of have to make it yourself to try to get a vegan or a gluten-free pies with really tasty crust there. And I like to mix them well together, so I'm getting each apple will have the flavor of these marination that we're putting in there. And don't be afraid to mix them well. You know, move the apples around. They're not going to break or anything. Make sure they're all getting that tasty, gooey marination that they're going to sit in. And They're looking really, really good now. And here we go. It's done. I wanna taste one of these apples here. Mm. Mhm. There's that tartness in the Granny Smith apple. It's odd how when you bake it, that tartness goes away and becomes part of the flavor. I don't know if the camera crew wants to taste. There we go. They get one today. They are lucky. They said they gave me thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh wow, that's good. But you can taste the little sugar. The you don't taste the lemon, but the lemon is needed. The tablespoon of lemon, and also there's that cinnamon, a little bit of the cinnamon. Once it's baked, all that stuff just becomes so good in the pie itself. I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands, get the area here ready for the crust, and see how it turned out. Uh, just took out the pie crust with the almond flour. It's still soft. It didn't really harden much, but let's see what we can do. I am not going to roll it. I'm going to take pieces of it and form the pie crust with it. But I'm also going to on the pie plate. I'm also going to just go around and quickly kind of vegan butter the plate. There we go. There we go. Do all the way to the top here. There. Okay. I'm gonna put it back in the fridge because I'll need it a little bit to do the crumbling topping for the apple pie. Okay, let's see how it turns out. Uh, Again, the rice flour did a little different, but I'm okay with it. Maybe it needed more time in the fridge, but it's okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take pieces and just thin it out the thickness that we want, just like the regular dough. What about less than a quarter inch? But it's fine. This is how the we'll see. We are testing together, and this is how we learn. This is how we bake things, we make things. Uh, because almond flour is a little bit different. It's more dense. The camera crew said maybe we should try a little bit of tapioca flour, and I said no, not this time. Let's see what happens here inside the almond flour, just so we could see if that will. But it's fine. Look at that. It's really good. Uh, Again, I'm going around. Uh, you could see the butter and the Crisco in there. It doesn't roll out like the regular dough does, which I am fine with that. I don't have really a problem with it. There, there we go. Okay, there. All right, we're almost done with the crust. And then as soon as I'm done with the crust, I'm going to start putting uh, the apples in here. And we're going to preheat our oven to 375, and we're going to bake it for 1 hour. Uh, I know I haven't mentioned this yet, but there we go. Here it's a little thicker. I'm going to move it to the inside where I felt it's a little thinner. There. It looks nice. You see? I think it's very good. We'll see how it turns out when we cook it. So let's put the apples in here. Uh, line them up. I think here I'll have to line them up a little bit more gingerly than I do with the regular dough, so I don't poke too many holes in the dough. It won't really matter. Here we go. Oh, look at that. This looks good. This looks good. I know it's going to be very tasty too. Uh, okay, yeah, the camera crew is very excited about the gluten free, but I want to also do the vegan. So yeah, the camera crew requested it, and also, as you know, they have some little bit of gluten. They really love my apple pies, but they wish they could have some gluten free. I said, hey, let's do one. And I've also had requests from some of our subscribers and friends. They really need it for themselves and some for family members. And here, see how I'm just pouring the rest of those juices in here. And now I'm going to wash my hands and start on putting the crumble top. And we'll bake it for an hour. Okay, now I'm going to do the crumbling topping. I'm going to put a, a third cup of the almond flour, a quarter cup of sugar, and a quarter cup of the vegan butter. And the vegan butter here, now I put it purposely back in the fridge. And what we're going to do is, here, this one. For the quarter cup is just, I'm going to take it and cut it into chunks, and then mix it by hand and put the crumbling toppings over the apple pie. And our oven is preheating at 375, and we're pretty much done. I'm just going to, there we go. We're good here. Okay. Yeah, vegan butter, you'll find it anywhere in your stores. Obviously, if you're vegan, you would be used to it. But if you wanted to try it and you didn't know, you'll sometimes some stores will have it in certain sections, and some stores just have it all together. It all depends the stores that you're going to. Uh, Again, let me read quickly to you the ingredients for this one. It's coconut oil, organic coconut oil, organic cashew milk, and filtered water, organic sunflower oil. So again, so this is the main ingredients in there. Uh, but so you know, as I mentioned before, it's the first time I'm using the almond flour and using this type of butter in the pie. I have used the one that had olive oil. I did look online. You can't find the rice flour online, but I just didn't have the time to wait for it to come in. I needed to bake today. You know, we don't want the camera crew to wait too long. You know, we need their services. There we go. All right. So here's and it's look, the crumbling with the flowers, with the almond flowers, a little bit different. It's kind of cute. But here we go. So I'm just gonna put it over, throw out the apple pie here. Maybe I'll even drizzle some. I think I will drizzle some almond flour on top. See how it goes up top of all these. Yeah. Again, this says what? The almond flour, the vegan butter, the sugar. I put quarter sugar, quarter butter, a third flour. You could put, I'm gonna put a little bit more of the almond flour here. Just sprinkling it on top. There you go. There, that's nice. That's nice. There we go. Is that good? All right, the camera crew approved. It's ready. I'm going to be putting it in the oven. I want to wash my hands first and wipe this and put it in the oven. We'll bake it at 375 for 1 hour. Look at this beautiful apple pie. Um, the that topping that I put on there, the whole, look how the crust is. I don't know if you could see it on the bottom there. It really, you can't tell it was different. It looks just like the regular one. And hopefully everything will turn out as we want it to. And I'm putting the rack in the center, and I'm going to bake it at 375 for 1 hour. And there, and I don't. I also want to let you know that the camera crew was so happy with the juices that we put in the apple. They asked, "Can I make them a little drink like that, or a little snack?" But no, just a joke. But they really, really liked it. It's like, so good. Here, let me have more. So, but we'll see you in about an hour. We'll take it out. We'll let it rest a little bit. Then we cut into it and eat. And I don't know if I'll whip some. I might whip some fresh whipped cream because I don't think I have any vanilla ice cream if we want with it. I'll whip some fresh whipped cream. We'll whip it together. And again, I got thumbs up from the camera crew. Hey! All right, see you soon. I already had the bowl and the mixing things in the freezer for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to do 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm using my 4 bowl here, 4-cup bowl, because it just makes it easier. And when we're whipping, you could use another bowl. I could have also, used our stand mixer as well, but I just wanted to do it this way. I guess I just felt like doing it this way. So I'm going to start whipping it. After I whip it, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. If you don't have powdered sugar, you can use the regular one. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I just like the flavor. While we were waiting for the apple pie and we were doing so many different things, you'll see on my site there's a new recipe. It's called fette that we made this morning as a brunch. I think you really need to look at it and follow it and enjoy it and make it. And also, I used our omega juicer and made really fresh juice, really 3 large jars of fresh juice there. So we had a busy day today, but it was fun. And the juice now we have for the week. We will have the apple pie. I've been whipping on high for about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to stop it and add the sugar and the vanilla extract. Let's see here, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. We gotta, here we go, 1, 2. And I'm going to add our 1 teaspoon of real vanilla extract here. There we go. The camera crew is giving me a dirty look because they had the measuring spoon for me for the 1 teaspoon and I didn't see. There you go. See? I did not get good points. Hopefully they won't be too upset. But here we go. And now I'm starting to start it on low at first until the powdered sugar gets mixed in, so you don't get things flying all over. So as I mentioned, I had it. I was whipping it for about 2.5 minutes, and we're probably going to go another minute to a minute and a half to have it the consistency that we want it to be. This is looking really good. Hmm. Very nice. Beautiful, beautiful. We don't want to over whip it so it doesn't become butter, but that's it. I think it looks, let's let's look at the peak there. Oh, look at that. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. See. So the total whipping was for what, about 4 minutes or so. So now we're done with the whipped cream. And I'm going to, here, let me get a little bowl. Oh, I'm sorry, a little plate. I'm going to bring the apple pie over. And I mentioned to cook it at 375 because that's how I cook the regular pie. But I noticed, I think, with the almond flour, I could have done it at 365. It would have been fine. But nothing got burnt or anything. It looks so caramelized and it smelled so good in the kitchen and parts of the house. So let's bring the knife and the spatula here to cut the apple pie. I want to see how it feels cutting it. Let's see. Hmm. You can hear I could feel it a little crunchy, but I'm not sure how the crust is going to be since I feel it a little softer actually, but I know the taste is going to be good. I know this is not looking very pretty, but we'll cut a second slice too. Always, sometimes the first slice doesn't come out like we want it to. Here's one slice. It looks a little, again, we were testing together. Let me see if I can get a second slice that would look nicer, but and then we'll taste it. We'll taste it without the whipped cream to really see how the full flavor of the pie. And here we'll use this to get it out here. There we go. But I could smell it. It smells just like a pie. But the crust I know isn't just like the regular crust. I know when I did use the rice flour, it was a little more stiffer. But let's take a taste here without whipped cream. Then we'll add some whipped cream to it too. I mean, look at it. You could see the apples. The crust is down here, and it just, I don't know. It's not staying as stiff. Plus, it's still fresh and it hasn't been in the refrigerator. I think by tomorrow in the fridge it'll stiffen up even more. And again, it's been sitting out there for about 3 hours. Hmm. It's really good. The flavor is excellent. Yes, the crust isn't like flaky, crunchy like the regular flour, but the flavor is amazing. I was worried maybe I'll taste almonds or something. It's not. It's honestly, it's very tasty. You really, you need to follow these recipes, watch my videos from beginning to end. But, now we can project our phones or what we're watching on the phones on the TV. Sit there with your friends, relatives. That way they don't say, oh, what is this person? What is she? What is he doing? Watching these things while we're sitting together. Show them what you're watching and enjoy what you're doing. Let's put some whipped cream here. Here, I'm gonna use the spoon. See? There you go. I was good boy. I used the spoon. I didn't let it go to waste. But there, okay, all right. Let's see here. Mm, Mhm. Mm. You can move to the flavor. Oh, it's awesome. It's really really flavorful. I love it. I mean, even without with the whipped cream, obviously it has that special taste to it. But even without it, that flavor. So I'm glad you joined me today. Try this pie, and as I said before, the different things that I've tried. But I would set the stove at 365, not 375 with this. Uh, but still, it's fine. I don't see anything wrong. I know the color looks a little darker because I think the rice, the sorry, the almond flour, but nothing is burned. Nothing is tasting differently. And again, this is vegan, not just gluten free. So please give me your opinions. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your family and friends. Hit that like button and also the notifications so you can hear from me when I'm always posting. I try to post about once a week. So when I'm posting new recipes for you. And let me know anything you'd like me to try and make with you and for you. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.